Hello everybody, they call me Muse and welcome back to The Last Hero of Nostalgaia, where today we beat Nom the Consumer, possibly. Or possibly we have 2 or 3 attempts, fail miserably, and therefore we move on with our lives and maybe go back through some of the older areas and see what we can up-res and what we can't. But for now, we'll try a bit of Nom. Excellent, we don't have to worry about the cutscene again this time. That's good. Yeah. It's quick. Too quick. So. Yeah, best we can ever do is one hit at a time, I think, with this big bonker of a weapon. Now, he's going to do one of his spells, so we'll get him some attack if we can. Get back some stun. Now, he's got a couple of big attacks, like that one. It should allow us a chance to get off with a counter-attack, but maybe not always. Patience is the order of the day, though, I think, because we're going to want to save. Alright, so yeah, it's best just to keep moving, I think, when he's casting his spells. Phase 2, we're going to go for the blue Nom first, because it seems that you can. Oh, took a couple of hits there. But that's fine, we've still got all our heals. Alright. Is he going to summon his blue friend? I don't know how to deal with those green ones properly. Although fat rolls appear to help slightly. Now, are you going to go into phase 2? Have I got a moment to heal? The answer is no. Right, that'll be phase 2, surely. Yeah. Well, that's the one we want. But we don't need him doing that stuff to us. There we go. Right. Oh, we got some access from that. Cool. Jeez. I didn't realise there was a 4th swing coming. And I thought that was a bigger healing opportunity than it was. Never mind. We're just not doing much damage, it seems. Should we have upgraded our weapon again by now? Yeah. Ah, God, he got us on the pull-out, but not by much. So that's good. Oh, and that swipe just took away all of our stamina in one hit. It's basically a shield break. That's not what we need at all. We annoyed him slightly there. But yeah, we're at heals now. So this is a problem. I feel like we shouldn't need this many hits to kill a boss. Which does suggest that our weapon should be upgraded more by this point. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that took forever. And we lost. No, let's not use tether. I'm pretty sure we can get at least one more level on our weapon. I think I know a way of doing that. It's because we needed 2 Fragment of Tradition, and we currently had 1, I believe. Yeah, we got 1 and we needed 2, but I do know, I believe, where I can get a second one. Also, this is probably a good spot to farm these guys' armor set because you're right next to a beacon. So should you want their set, this would be the place to go. Parable of Balance. Once you infuse a weapon, can you then re-infuse it with something else down the line? That would be useful information to know. Also, I'm wondering if we should have actually tethered at that beacon before we did this. There we go, we got the chest piece. So it's continuing my hypothesis that you get the pieces in order. Tether set to the consumer's kitchen. Now let me just double check that there wasn't somewhere else we could go from up above to get back, rather than having to fight our way through those goons. And I know I could be summoning Nero to help, but I'd like to get the Chief for not summoning anyone at any point. The player versus environment Chief. Because I've relied heavily on summons throughout the Dark Souls and Elden Ring playthroughs that I've been doing. So it would be nice to be able to beat this game without summons, especially because there is a Chief attached. But yeah, looks as though there's no other shortcuts up here, so we are going to have to go through those goons to make any further progress backwards. And there we go, that's the next piece of the armour set. So we've almost got the full Disgraced set now. Still working on rebuff as well. Not quite sure how it works or even if I've ever done it. But hey ho. Now. Also, having 4 bits of gear to remember back here seems quite a lot. Ah, come on. So where's this Disgrace set? Festivity Row. The showers from the Golden Guards above. Reminded those who wore me and my kin that they were at the rear of the Loyalists' hierarchy. Golden showers, you say? Also, yeah, I should probably use the compendium more, because that tells us where things can be remembered. So the Hall of Heroes for easy target. That one's already been dealt with. And then lots of things back in Orshaft. Because we will still get extra bonuses for remembering things. So increased stamina regen speed is next. And that would be very useful to get. So yeah, a bit of consolidation before we fight Nom again might be the order of the day. Right, so there's our smith friend. Is there anything in here that can be remembered? Looks like the answer's no.
This place is...
But yeah, what happens if we do infuse our weapon? $212 plus 265. Versus 191 plus 358. That's what? 558 minus 9. 549. Whereas currently I've got 477. So if I balance the Legionaric, it suddenly becomes quite a lot stronger. Even though I'm supposed to mostly be going for a strength build. So maybe we balance it, but also maybe its scaling will increase dramatically once we get a second Fragment of Tradition. So, let's see. Let's head into the depths. Because from there we can get to most places, I think. Oh, how did that miss? Bloody not hitting things when you're not locked onto them. It just seems to just wildly miss. But oh well. Yeah, that leads back to the staging area, which is a good spot. Down here led to not much. At least we'll get a few more levels out of all this as well, which is useful. From here we can definitely get back to Warshaft. More vitality, more strength. It does increase our damage a bit. It's not increasing it by very much, but I don't know. Let's have a look at the stats anyway. 2.3. So I think that has increased. Leveling up our weapon has increased its attribute scaling a bit, I think. So if we keep doing that, it will end up being beneficial for us. Ah yeah, you could get into this staging area from a different route, but not out of it. So maybe we should be pressing on past the bridge, yeah. Because we unlocked the grinder bridge. I'm pretty sure just past that there were shortcuts back to Warshaft. Which way are we going? We're going down. So yeah, I feel like this is taking us back to the grinder room. We're horribly lost. Yeah, I feel at this point like returning to the depths wasn't the bright idea. But now that we are here, we're going to have to find our way back out again. Everyone's desperately trying to follow us up these ramps and not doing a great job of it, which is dandy. There's our friend, in inverted commas, the reservoir of pain. Here's a door that leads us back to the start of the depths. So that's the sound of our anvil chum. Right, so we're back at Warshaft. 3 of our relics can be remembered ahead. Now, let's just head down this ladder, because, yeah, there's going to be up-resable doors in and around Warshaft Village. I'm sure of it. Where they are? Not entirely sure. What are you doing up there, you freak? God, I hate this guy so much. Why are you now here, you cretin?
Sucking the burdens from your relics is better for everyone, and the rewards are unparalleled. That's how you can be sure it's the right thing.
Leave. I am 100% certain it's the wrong thing. But whilst we're here, we've got an Easy Maker key, didn't we?
My hero. Welcome back. Oh, how special. A key to what my kin have kept. Let us unbox the tributes of the Easy Makers.
Let's. Now, what can you sell, my friend? Let's see, you got slivers of tradition, but you don't have fragments. Unless you now sell fragments. Do we only need one more? Is the question. Blank parchments. Used for weapon upgrades. So that can return your weapon back to its original scaling. So we can infuse our weapon, and then if we decide later we'd like a different infusion, then we can use a blank parchment. So let's buy one of those. The butterfly knife. It's used to slice through 2,463 enemies. The Predator's Putter. So that's something that needs to be remembered. So we'll buy that. Heaven's Rim. A shield that harkens to a twisted heart. We'll buy that. Another code we'll buy just because we want the Song of Source, I think it is, achievement. This capture is so hardcore that even recursion only gets one attempt. So you can consume it to cure recursion build-up. That's like the damage over time thing, I guess. Although degradation might be as well. Meat. If we had some meat on our bar, that could potentially help us in the boss fight, although I don't know how quick it is to use. Let's see. Let's have a look at this shield that we've just grabbed. My hero cast off their burdens to follow a martyr. They forgot me. Requires 22 strength. Ah, so yeah, 22 strength and we can get a better shield by the look of it. Very good. Did I forget to buy another fragment? Maybe. Ah, he's only got one for sale. Curious. So we can get our weapon up once more. But yeah, there's almost certainly doors around and about that could be up-resed. We've got a bit of memory left. So let's have a poke around, shall we? So this was a shortcut back to somewhere else that we unlocked, wasn't it? Was it back to Festivity Row? Yeah, I think there's an elevator there that goes back to Festivity Row. So that's that room looked at. Now, back in this one, I can hear something. I can hear the buzz of something that needs to be up-resed. Whole lot of dudes. Oh, come on. Come on, lads. The minute I drop my shield to try and just take them all out at once, and they will just duff me up. Alright, so that leads through to... Ah, so we could have come through this door to just head into here, maybe. Nah, we got a door. 500 memory. What's this do for us? Gives us back some memory. From some insignificant NPCs. Very well. And the ruined suspicious spoon. Health regen on crits. Very well. Now, is there anything in here that needs remembering? Aha! My hero longed to venture forth, but he could not gather his party. Oh yeah. Because they were all dead in their beds. £4 shield that reflects the rays of giant floating eyeballs which don't exist in Nostalgaia. Fair enough. Nothing in here to behold then. Remember crushing the party of NPCs who've gathered in service to my hero's reputation? Their ineptitude at exiting a room had long worn on my hero's character. As their viscera exploded under the impact of my charge, my hero's heroic icon shriveled. His fallen reputation was a testament to his falling from the hero's journey. Ever thereafter, he was unable to gather his party, unable to venture forth from the room where they died. So he killed himself. Yep. Thought he'd reform at the last beacon. But only true heroes have respawned in Nostalgaia. Well, I guess that means we're a true hero then, doesn't it? And there we go. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Lovely stuff. So, is that the only thing up-resable in this place? I don't hear the telltale sounds of up-res. And we're also out of healing heroic icons, so mayhap we head to the beacon. that's near the B Sex Club, because I know that we've got a weapon down there that needs regenerating, remembering. Is there anywhere for us to see how many we've remembered? Yeah, we've remembered 19, so we're only one away from increased stamina regen speed, which is spiffing. Ah, that must have been a rebuff. That was a different icon and everything, so that might be the first time I've successfully pulled it off. Which is nice. Now, is there a quick shortcut back? I guess we will go through the lamp shop, because, yeah, then we go up the stairs, we go through a gate, and we're back at the beacon. There we go, we've got the full Disgrace set now as well. So that can be remembered. Let's see. What was it telling us to do to remember that set? Festivity Row. Okay. Golden showers. Well and good. What are you doing, Hughes? Good boy. You want to settle me, little man? Oh, he's a good boy. Let me just... There we go. What a happy little boy. So we've got 2 items that can be remembered around here. And we know that one of them is down here at the old Honeybee Inn. Bucko Blade. Oh, there's dogs coming. Nope, they've changed their mind. They're going back. Good. So it's a great sword. Strength and dex. It was massive as swords went. My wielder may have been advertising. We may have been compensating. Swung with such grace and precision in spite of my mass that fans would congregate to Ogula's technique. He forsook the hero's journey in pursuit of fame. Fame he believed was just the end of heroism. Fair enough. Now, is there anything else we need to do in the immediate vicinity? Let's have a look at the compendium. So, Orshaft Village. The Noble Epine is the only thing left that needs restoring. So, pin the pages of propaganda that tried to topple when the stacks grew too high. Do we need to look for stacks of propaganda, I guess? Also, I'm pretty sure there was an up-res door in this room. And what have we got in here? Aha! This would be a room with propaganda in it. So, where's our Noble Epine? There it is. So this hero believed in the revolution. They aided the anti-heroes in composing the propaganda they used to recruit their adherents. When she impaled herself on me before throngs of cheering NPCs, I knew the cause would never die. Nothing to them. Never trust hero. There is no easy mode. All they know is cruelty. I see. So yeah, stacks of propaganda and whatnot. Very well. So that'll do for this one, I think. We'll be back next time, and we will pop back to the Hall of Heroes, I think, because there might be at least 1 or 2 doors we can up-res there. We'll upgrade our weapon, and then we'll finally kill Nom. Once and for all. Thanks for watching, friends.